Myself Prayak Patel, working as assistant professor in IT ICT department of LG Institute of Engineering and Technology. Now in today's video lecture, I will discuss about the topological sort order. Now consider the outline for today's video lecture. First, consider the difference between DFS and BFS. Second, consider application of DFS. And third, consider the topological sort order. Here for topological sort order, there are two algorithms or two techniques for find the topological sort order. First, consider as a DFS based algorithm, and second, consider as a source removal algorithm for find the topological sort order. Now consider the first difference between DFS and BFS. Here consider the first column as a BFS and second column consider as a DFS. Now first difference between BFS and DFS is BFS stands for breadth first search and DFS stands for depth first search. Consider the second point as a BFS use a queue to find the shortest path. Means for find the shortest path we use the data structure as a queue. In DFS, consider the stack or use the stack to find the shortest path. Means use the data structure as a stack for depth first search algorithm. Third point is BFS is better when the target is closer to the source node. Means in BFS we search the node row by row. So here level by level. So consider the if the find or if the target node is near to the root node, then you can easily find the target or fast find the target. In DFS, consider DFS is better when target is far from the source. Means in DFS, consider the target node is far from your source node or starting node. Now consider the fourth point. A BFS consider all the neighbor, so it is not suitable for decision tree use in the puzzle games, because here we consider the BFS use the level by level or consider the all the neighbor, so not suitable for the puzzle game like tree. So here in DFS is more suitable for decision tree. Now consider the fifth point. BFS is slower than the DFS and DFS is faster than the BFS. And last point is time complexity of BFS is big O of V plus E. Here consider V and E as a V is vertices and E as edges. In DFS also consider the time complexity as a big O of V plus E. Here also consider V equal to vertices and E consider as a edges. Now consider the next point as a application of DFS. DFS is applicable in three cases. First, consider the first application of the DFS is used for checking the connectivity of a graph. Means in a given graph we find the graph is connected graph or disconnected using the DFS algorithm. So here consider if all the vertices of a graph are visited, then graph is said to be connected graph. In this graph consider one by one node or visit the one by one node. If all the nodes are visited, then consider this graph are connected graph. So consider the one by one node. First consider the node number 1. Then consider the next node or visit the next node as a node number B, means from A to B. Then B to only one path is available from B to D. Okay. Next path consider from D to, here consider C, then C to E. So here consider this is a path or tree or DFS tree. In this tree, each and every node are connected or covered. So we can say that this graph is connected graph. So connectivity of a graph can be checked using the DFS algorithm. So here given graph is this, and according to given graph, you find the DFS tree, and in DFS tree each and every node are covered. So consider the second application. Second application of DFS is used for checking the cyclicity of a graph. Means in a graph we check cycle are available or not. Here consider the same graph. In this graph, if DFS forest does not have back edge, then the graph is said to be acyclic. Means if the cycle are available or back edge is available, then consider the cycle are available in the given graph. So first convert this graph into the tree according to DFS algorithm. So first visit A, then visit B, then consider next node as a D, then next node consider as a C, and last node consider as a E. In this graph, consider the remaining edge as a back edge. So here consider we follow the path from A to B, B to D, D to C, and C to E. So here consider A to D as remaining edge, and D to E consider as a remaining edge, and also A to C consider as a remaining edge. So these three edges consider as a back edge. So consider this back edge in this tree. So consider first as a E to D, second consider as a C to A, and third consider as a D to E. So these three edge consider as a dotted line edge consider as a back edge. So here some back edges are available. That means we can say that this graph is cyclic graph, not a cyclic graph. So here we can check the cyclicity of a graph using this example. Now third application of DFS is used to find the articulation point. Now what is the articulation point? Articulation point means a vertex of connected graph is said to be its articulation point if its removal with all its incident edges breaks the graph into the disjoint pieces. Means articulation point is a one node or vertex which removal can divide the graph into the two part or more than the two part is called the articulation points. For example, consider this graph. In this graph, find the any node which removal can divide the graph into the two part. For example, if we remove the node A, then not graph divided into two part. If we remove the B, then not divide graph into two part. So if this type of node are not available in a graph, then we can say that no articulation point present in this graph. But some nodes are available. For example, if we remove the any node and this graph divided into the two part, then consider this point as a articulation point. For example, here we draw the tree for the given graph. Then first node is A, second node is B, then consider third node as a D, fourth node as a C, and last node as a E. Now also consider the back edge here available from D to E, then also consider from A to C, and also consider from A to D. So here if we remove the any node from this tree, we identify articulation point is available or not. If we remove the node B, then already tree is connected because back edge is available. So connect your graph using the back edge. So here consider the, if we remove the B, then graph is connected graph. If we remove the D, then also graph is connected. If we remove the C, then also graph is connected. So here consider no any articulation point is present in this graph. Consider the another figure for the articulation point. For example, consider this figure. In this figure, consider the node number 3 as an articulation point, because if we remove the node number 3, then this graph divided into three parts. First is 1 and 2, second is 5, 6 and 7, and third part consider as a node 4. So if we remove the node number 3, then this graph divided into more than two parts, then consider the point number 3 or node number 3 as an articulation point. So this is 3 consider as a application of DFS. Now consider the next topic is topological sorting or topological sort order. Now first, before understanding the topological sort order, understand the one definition of the DAG. DAG means directed acyclic graph. Directed acyclic graph is a directed graph with no any cycle. So here consider this graph as a directed acyclic graph. For example, if we move from the A to B, then B to C, then C to E, then back edge is not available from E to A or E to B. So here consider this graph as a directed acyclic graph. So here graph is directed and no any cycle are available. Now consider the second figure of the cyclic graph. Here consider the second figure as a directed graph, but this graph considered as a cyclic because from the 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to 0 path is available. So we can say that this is one cycle from 0 to 3, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to 0. So this graph considered as a cyclic graph. Now consider the topological sort order. What is the topological sort order or definition of the topological sort order? A topological sort of a directed acyclic graph G equal to VE. Here G considered as a graph and graph considered as a directed and acyclic. For find the topological sort order, first requirement is your graph is compulsory directed acyclic graph. Then you can find the topological sort order. So here consider graph VE means V considered as a vertices and E considered as a edges. In a linear ordering of all its vertices such that if G contains an edge UV means in a graph G one edge is U to V, then U appear before V in the ordering means topological sort order your one edge is available in a graph is U to V, then node U appear before the V in your topological sort order is considered as the topological sort. Now two algorithms used for the topological sort order. First consider as a DFS based algorithm and second consider as a source removal algorithm. Now we understand one by one method for find the topological sort order. Now consider the first algorithm as a DFS based algorithm. Now in DFS based algorithm, how we can find the topological sort order using DFS based algorithm? For that we consider the one algorithm for find the topological sort order. Here consider the algorithm as a name of the algorithm as a topological sort order G. G consider your graph. Now first point is call the DFS G. Here call the DFS G means call the DFS function for the given graph G to compute the finishing time f of V for each vertex V. Means using the DFS algorithm you find the finishing time of each and every vertex. Now second point is as each vertex is finished, insert it onto the front of linked list means after the finishing time you can arrange the finishing time here in linked list. Now third step is return the linked list of vertices means this last step consider as your answer of the topological sort order. Now consider the one important point in this is not that the result is just a list of vertices in order of decreasing finishing time means if we find the finishing time of your node then decreasing order of finishing time consider as a topological sort order. Now understand this process using one example. Now consider the first step as a call DFS G to compute the finishing time f of V. So here consider the initial given graph. In given graph there are total 6 nodes A, B, C, D, E and F. Now out of this all node you can consider any node as a starting node. Now initially all the node color considered as a white according to our previous DFS algorithm. So initial color for the all the node equal to white. Now initial value of the each and every node starting time and finishing time. Here two components are there D and F. D means starting time and F means finishing time. So finishing time and starting time for each and every node consider as an infinitive initial. Now consider the time variable. Time variable initially consider as a 0, then we increment time variable by 1. So initially we can consider time equal to 1. Now consider the starting point from this graph. Consider any point or randomly any node consider as a starting node. Here we consider vertex C as a starting node. So here consider the node C as a gray color. See in this figure node C color equal to gray and starting time of the node C equal to 1. So here consider D equal to 1 for the node C. Now consider the next increment the time variable. So time equal to 2 for the next node we consider the time equal to 2. Now here consider next node as a node D. Here two possibility D or E. From the node C you have a two-way D or E. So select any way. So here consider the first D node, visit the D node. So here consider the color of the D node consider as a gray color and consider the time equal to 2. So here consider D equal to 2 and color equal to gray. Now consider the next point. Here consider the increment the time variable and find the path from D to the next node. So here consider D to F only one path is available. So consider from D to F. Here consider a yellow shaded line as your tree is. So consider C to D, then D to F, and starting time of the node F equal to 3 means D equal to consider as a 3. Now consider the next step. Here consider next time equal to 4. Now from the node F, any other node or any other vertices is not available. So we can say that at the node F here dead end are there. So consider the F process or stop the process of node F. So here consider the finishing time of that node and consider the color of the node F equal to black. So consider the color of node F equal to black and finishing time of node F equal to 4. So see here now which is the previous node or parent node of the node F. Here consider the node D as a parent node of the node F. So F is done, move back to the node D. Now consider the for node D. As each vertex is finished, insert it into the front of the linked list. So for the F node, we complete the process or done the process, then insert the F into the linked list. So here consider the insert the first node as a node F because we remove the first node F. Now consider the next as a node D because parent node of the node F as a D. So consider the node D is a current node. Now consider the finishing time because from the node D to any path is available. First we check any path possible from the node D to any node. So here no any path is possible. That means we can say that process for the node D is complete. So here consider the next time equal to increment by 1 means time equal to 5. Then consider the node D as a black node and consider the F equal to 5 for the node D. And consider the end of the node D means D is done, move to the back of its parent node and parent node of D consider as a C means move back to the node C. Now consider the node C as a current node and consider the node D in a linked list as a second sequence. Now consider the node C. In node C consider and check any other path possible from the node C. Here consider the from the node C to node E is possible means one path is possible from the node C to node E. So here consider the next vertex as a vertex E and consider this path. Now consider the color of the node E equal to gray because we visit this first time. Now after that consider the starting time of the node E equal to D equal to 6 because here consider the time equal to 6. Now from the E any path is possible. Here two edges are there but path is not possible because already E to D and E to F both node are covered D and F. So consider both color equal to black. So these two edges E to F and E to D consider as a cross edge in this. Here consider E to D and E to F as a cross edge. Now consider the node E and E at the node E. All the possibilities are done means process for the node E is done. So we can say that the color of the node E equal to black and finishing time of this node E equal to consider as a F equal to 7. Finishing time of node E equal to 7 and insert the node E into the list. Now consider the previous node of the E means parent node of the E consider as a C. So E is done, move back to the node C. Now consider the for node C. From the node C any other remaining node are there? No. So here we can say that C process for the node C is done. So consider the color of the node C equal to black and value of this finishing time of node C equal to 8. So consider the F equal to 8 for the node C and insert the node C into the linked list. Now here two element is remaining A to B, A and B. So here for A and B we perform the same operation means randomly we select the any node as a starting node. Just a note that if there was one edge from C to F, edge is in the graph, it would be classified as a forward edge, but here no any edge are available, so no forward edge are there. Now consider the node A as a starting node for the next process according to DFS algorithm. Now here consider Starting time of the node A means D equal to 9, because we increment the time by 1. So time equal to 9, then D equal to 9. Now consider the color of the node A equal to gray. Now check the neighbor node of the node A and move from the node A to any other remaining node. So here one path from A to C is available, but C is already visited node. So consider the A to C path as a cross edge. So here consider this path as a already visited, so consider as a cross edge. Now next node consider as a to B. So here consider node B as a next node. So consider the starting time of the node B. So for that we consider the increment the time factor by 1, means time equal to 10, then D equal to 10 for the node B, starting time equal to 10. Now from the B to any node or any path is possible. Here consider B to D path is available, but already D node is covered. So consider the B to D path is a cross edge, so no need to process for that node. Now consider the B node as a complete of process for node B. So consider the color of the node B equal to black and finishing time of the node B equal to 11. Now consider the parent of the node B. So here consider the parent of the node B equal to node A. So consider for the node A, consider time equal to time plus 1 means 12. Process for A is done because from A to any node is not remaining. Remaining all node are considered as a black node. So process stop for the node A. So consider the finishing time equal to 12 for the node A and consider the color of the node A equal to black. So here consider this is a final tree according to DFS algorithm. Now here consider the sequence or list for the linked list. Here consider we insert the one by one node in this list. So consider the first insert F, then D, then E, then C, then B, then A. So this ascending order consider as a your topological sort order. Means we can say that first A, B, C, E, D, F consider as a topological sort order. So according to our algorithm, third step is we have the result, means in step 3 return the linked list of vertices, means sequence of the topological sort order is A, B, C, E, D, F. So here consider this is your final answer. The linked list is sorted in this decreasing order of finishing time f of I, and consider the or try the your different way or different process for the same algorithm. Now consider the one important point in this is not that if you redraw the graph so that the all vertices are in a linear or line ordering by the valid topological sort. So that's why we can consider the next step from the left to right sequence. So here consider the first algorithm as a DFS algorithm for topological sort order. Now consider the another algorithm for topological sort order is source removal algorithm. For understanding the source removal algorithm, we consider the one example for the graph. Here consider this graph as a directed graph and directed acyclic graph. For this graph, consider the topological sort order. In source removal algorithm, first we remember one point is that here first we find the in degree of each and every node. So here consider the in degree 0 as your initial node. So here first find the in degree for each and every node. So consider in degree of A equal to 0, in degree of B equal to 1, in degree of C equal to 1, in degree of D equal to 2, in degree of E equal to 2, and in degree of F equal to 0. Now consider the 0 in degree node, means here we can say that node A and node F consider as a 0 in degree. Now consider the second step. From these two nodes, consider any node randomly for the removal. Now here consider the source removal algorithm. What is the meaning of source removal? Source removal means initially we select the node in degree equal to 0 as your source node, and after selecting the source node, remove the source node with its edges. So here select a node and delete it with its edges, then add node to the output list. So here consider A and F node as your source node. Out of these two, consider for example A as a source node, then remove the A from the graph and consider the output as a node A. Your first sequence is node A. Now after that consider the in degree for each and every node second time. So here consider the in degree of node B equal to 0 and in degree of node F equal to 0. Remaining all node in degree is greater than 0. So here we can say that B and E consider as a source node. Out of these two consider any one node as a source node and remove this node. Means consider the node B as a source node and remove the node B in this graph and put the B into the output list. So second node consider as a B. Now consider next node in degree 0 node. Means here we consider node C in degree equal to 0 and node F in degree equal to 0. So out of these two C and F consider any one node as your source node. So here consider for example C as a source node, then remove the C from the graph. So here consider removing from C in the graph and consider the output as a node C. Now consider the in graph, find the next time find the in degree for each and every node. Here consider the in degree of node D equal to 0 and in degree of node F equal to 0. Out of these two nodes D and F consider any one node as a source node. So here consider the node D as a source node, then remove the node D from the graph and consider the sequence of node as a D node. Now consider the next 0 in degree node. So here consider two nodes are available, E and F. Out of these two consider any one as a source node. So consider the E as a source node, then remove the E and put the E into the output list. Now only one node is remaining, node number F. Here consider the in degree of node number F equal to 0. So remove this node and insert this node into the output list. So here consider the output as a B, C, D, E, F. Means we can say that this sequence considered as a topological sort order. So you can use the any method for find the topological sort order. First one is DFS based algorithm, or you can use the source removal algorithm for find the topological sort order. Now in this sequence consider as a topological sort order. For that we consider the one by one edges. Here consider given node in one sequence A, B, C, D, E, F. In this consider the one by one edge. First edge is from A to B. Second edge consider from A to D from the given graph. Now next edge consider from the B to C. Then consider next as a C to D. Next edge consider as a C to E. Then consider D to E. Okay. So here consider this is a some edges available in the graph. Now in this edges consider no any back edges are available. So we can say that in topological sort order, if we remove the one by one node and put in an output list, then in output list each and every edge is forward edge or tree edge, not any backward edge are available in this tree. So this is considered as a final result of the topological sort order using source removal algorithm. In today's video lecture, I discussed about the difference of BFS, DFS, application of BFS and DFS. Then also consider the topological sort order using two methods, DFS based algorithm and source removal algorithm. Thank you for watching.